Hey everyone, welcome back. We're back with another stock up today. Got some really good deals on some things, and we are moving forward with a different setup for our cream of mushroom and cream of chicken soup. I do know that we can make these homemade and get rid of a lot more of the sodium and things of that nature, but one of the convenience that I do like is the cream of chicken soup and the cream of mushroom soup. The only three soups that we currently purchase in the store is the tomato soup that you saw us stock up. We are now up to 8 cases and we are fully stocked on our tomato soup. But the other two is here, and that is the cream of chicken and the cream of mushroom. We'll talk about that here in a minute. We also have some carrots here off to the side. These were a really good deal at Aldi. They were $1.05 per bag. Instead of going ahead and getting a pack of baby carrots, and we're talking like already pre-cut down, pre-washed, pre-peeled, it was $1.45 for 1 pound. I opted to go with these carrots, which are a 2-pound bag that I will have to go ahead and peel myself. I will keep the peeling so that I can put it into Ziploc bags and freeze it to make homemade veggie broth. So I went ahead and ended up with 8 packages here worth of, let's see, there's more back here, y'all, worth of carrots. So 16 pounds of carrots, y'all, was a really good price. We don't usually see the price of carrots like this at $1.05 for a 2-pound bag. So I opted for that. 16 pounds of carrots. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peel them. As I said, I will keep the peelings in a Ziploc bag, throw those in my freezer, and then I will get out my mandolin slicer and I will slice these. Now, 2 things I could do. I could either can the carrots myself, or I can freeze them and later just cook them like in an Instapot. So 2 different options for that. All right, let's talk about our cans of soup here. I got 4 cans of cream of mushroom and 4 cans of cream of chicken. Normally we buy these soups in the smaller cans like you've seen us buy for the tomato soup, which I believe is a 10.8 ounce can. These are over 26 ounces. These are the family size. They were $1.67 each. The reason that we purchased these is because when we do these types of soups with a meal, it's usually a much bigger meal. Tomato soup, we only use that for our cottage pie. If anybody's interested in watching us make the cottage pie, let me know down in the comment section, and I will show you our easy version of cottage pie. My kids go crazy over it. Mine is Philip. He's the only one out of my 5 kids that does not like it because he hates potatoes. But if you're interested in seeing me make cottage pie, let me know in the description below, or not description, I'm sorry, the comment section down below, and I'll show that to you. But with cream of chicken and cream of mushroom, we do this with a lot of casseroles. I do use cream of chicken when I make my homemade pot pies as well. And I also use cream of chicken when I make the homemade pot pie soup. Cream of mushroom, we use it in tuna noodle casserole for Philip and Jessica. I also use it when I make green bean casserole, which we have quite often around here. Not every type of holiday meal we have during holidays. We like them year round. So, I mean, we can have pumpkin pie if we wanted to tomorrow if I felt like making pumpkin pie. So, things of that nature. So, we did opt for these. If you opt for the smaller cans, I believe they're 6.5 cents per ounce. And you opt for the larger cans, they are 6.4 cents per ounce. So, they're just a tad bit cheaper on the cents per ounce. So, 6.4 for these, 6.5 for the 8 to 5, the 10.8 ounces. I'm sorry, y'all. My brain is elsewhere right now because we have very, very high winds outside. And we're just watching the weather to make sure there's no issues with the weather. All right, let's talk about our meat stock up because I do have a pack of chicken breast here. And I have a huge pack of 73% lean ground beef. Now, the carrots were purchased at Aldi. The soups were purchased at Walmart. The chicken breast and the ground beef was purchased at Aldi. The reason we're going to continue to purchase our chicken breast right now at Aldi, it's cheaper, y'all. It's $2.49 per pound at Aldi. At Walmart, it is $2.67. So check your stores around you. Right down the street, about a mile, about 1.1, 1.2 miles down the street, we have an Aldi. 1.4 to 1.6 miles down the street, we have our Walmart. So, y'all, it's like really, really close. So, where I live, I'm very close to a bunch of stores. Chicken breast. Here's what we're going to do for our chicken stock up. We all know that prices are rising and it's going to be crazy and groceries are going to continue to rise. I will take these chicken breasts. I'm going to cut them lengthwise in half so that this pack will double. And then I'm going to make chicken that way. I'm going to pull out 2 of these for dinner. The rest is going for a stock up. So every time I'm buying meat now, I don't cook the whole pack like I used to and then have leftovers. We're splitting these in half, y'all. So 2 chicken breasts is going to feed 4 people. Again, we're going to split it widthwise. These are pretty thick, okay? So, I'm sorry, not widthwise, lengthwise. These are pretty thick chicken breasts. So I can go ahead and do that. Another thing I thought about doing is making them into chicken sandwiches. Because if we have one chicken sandwich with a side of either macaroni and cheese, and now that it's getting to be spring and summer, y'all, we have potato salad, coleslaw, macaroni salad that we can put with things like this. That is what I'm going to do. So 2 of them for dinner. The rest is going up to the freezer for stock up. So that's a good thing for us. We are stocking up with meat. Every single time we buy meat, I'm going to make sure that we have enough in the freezer. Let me go ahead and pull this in here. I don't remember the price. I'll let you guys look at it since you guys can see, and I am blind. I cannot. But in the app, it was $19.99. I don't know if they adjusted it or not, but this is what I get at Aldi. This is 73% lean. I know it's quite fatty, but right now that is what we're getting. This is 5 pounds or so, give or take. Y'all can see the weight up here. I'm going to split it into at least 5 equal sections. So if it's a little bit less, it's a little bit less. I'm going to put all of this away as a stock up for our family. So we already have ground beef in the freezer. I stock up a little slower on this because it is quite a bit more expensive. I will start stocking up a lot more on chicken breasts. I'm also going to continue stocking up on our whole rotisserie chickens that we get from Costco. Definitely doing that. And I'm also going to stock up on our leg quarters that we get from Walmart because those are 89 cents a pound. We do cut our legs from our thighs, and then I will pre-package it in our freezer paper, mark it as mixed chicken, so we can take it out and grill the legs and thighs on the grill, or we can fry it, or we can shake and bake it, whatever we wish to do. But being able to cut the legs from the thighs ourselves drags down the price. If you go to your local store, you pick up a package of thighs, you pick up a package of legs, it's going to cost you more than picking up the leg quarters and doing it yourself. And definitely, if you pick it up in a package like this for leg quarters, it's going to cost you more than the bags. We do get our bags at Walmart. I believe the name of the brand is called Gold Leaf. We get it for 87 cents a pound. If I were to pick up chicken leg quarters in a package like this, it's $1.19 a pound. So definitely check out the bags. They're not as pretty looking, but y'all, it's the biggest bang for your buck. And there's nothing wrong with them. We open the bags, we cut them down, we pre-package them in the way that we need them to, and they hit the freezer. So that's what I plan to do for that. And for the leg quarters, again, we are definitely going to keep stocking up on rotisserie chicken. I did look on the Walmart app yesterday at walmart.com, and I did notice, I looked it up again because I had to reassure myself I was correct. It is $9.98 a pound for you to get pulled rotisserie chicken in a bag. The bags that you saw me use from Costco the other day that I bought and had brought to the house, in those bags, they're just in that bag, y'all. They hand pull it for you and stick it in the bag and Ziploc it shut. Y'all, just under $10 a pound for that? Are you crazy? No. We will continue to hand pull the chicken ourselves. I definitely will be keeping the bones like I'm going to, using those for stock, for chicken stock. And then I will actually use the pulled portion of the chicken that we did ourselves into the freezer. And again, I got those whole chickens for $5.99 through Costco. They are still $4.99 through Costco, but because I use a app on Instacart, I do have to pay an extra $1 per chicken. And y'all, I have no problems paying $6 for those big chickens. They are definitely much bigger than the Walmart version. So that's what we have for you today. That's our stock up today. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, any suggestions, let me know down in the comment section. We'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits is out.